Clarity is everything. Discipline is freedom, and distraction, it's the enemy. This is a combination of three of my favorite quotes that I believed so much that for several years, I think since 2020, I wrote down at the top of my day planner every morning before I got started. And I believe this wholeheartedly up until recently, because after coaching people for the last the last few years regarding discipline and productivity and being able to keep yourself on track and get results, I've decided that absolutely distractions are not the enemy. I know that sounds crazy, but they're not. Distractions are not the enemy. Distractions are the very thing that build the muscle that we need to be able to be disciplined. Hear me out. See, when we use distractions instead of letting them use us, we begin to build strong neural pathways to mental discipline. And it's that mental discipline that we need that allows us to become successful and accomplish the goals that we have set our life out to do. So instead of seeing a distraction as something that is hindering us, instead, every time a distraction comes, reframe it and say to yourself, oh, well, here I am feeling distracted. This is my opportunity to say no to a distraction, build the strength of my neural pathways, and say yes to discipline. Every single time you say yes to the discipline and no to the distraction, you actually get stronger, and it makes it easier and easier and easier for you every single time to say no the next time. So building that mental muscle of saying no to distraction is going to be what gives you the mental discipline to saying yes to the life you want to live. So distractions aren't our enemy. Distractions are actually the training ground. You get to decide whether that distraction is a coach that shows up and pushes you and allows you to push against the resistance, or whether you're going to allow it to draw you into keeping the chaos in your life going. You are in charge, though. You're the one who gets to choose what this distraction is. And in that, then we truly are choosing to be, whether we are our greatest coach, showing up for ourselves and pushing us to handle that resistance in a way that's going to get us stronger and better and closer to our goals, or whether we are our own worst enemy, allowing ourselves to be distracted by a thing that just wants to hold us back. So we're the ones, we're in charge. We get to decide. I'm sure if you are relating to everything I've said thus far, you're probably thinking, all right, Alicia, wonderful. How nice of you to have declared to me that I get to choose. But I'm telling you that I would love to choose discipline if I could, but I keep trying and I can't. And if that's you, I completely get it. I completely get it, because I have helped so many clients who struggle with that at such a deep level over the last years. And I myself have struggled with that at such a deep level. And what we do is we have taken clinically proven tools that are clinically proven to help you end distraction at a level of even addiction. They're used for as pattern interrupters, and in that pattern interrupt, it ends the cycle of distraction and reaction and gives you back the power of resistance and discipline. So if you would love to live a life where you could say no to the distractions and you could build the muscle of discipline, then I would suggest you do two things. Number one, I have just created for the public access into my productivity leaks assessment that I do with my own personal clients. Go in there and it takes 3 minutes for you to take the quiz. And when you take that quiz, it's going to actually identify where your struggle is. Why are you struggling so much with distraction? Where is that coming up? And then it's beyond that going to give you simple, actionable steps that you can take immediately to help yourself with those productivity gaps. But then additionally, if you are struggling with distraction, I promise you, it will pop up access to a mini masterclass that I have done on these clinically proven tools, where I walk you through how to use 3 of them and how to blend them together for a powerhouse that can help you say no to the distractions and quit being your own worst enemy. If you don't have distraction as a problem, your score will show that, and it will actually just give you other tips on the other issues that are going on in your productivity gaps, but also will provide another masterclass that's more in tune to what your needs are. So if you're done with the distractions, but you don't know how to get rid of them, just hop on over to the productivity gaps assessment, productivity leaks assessment to show you your gaps, and then watch that masterclass. Take some notes on the clinically proven ways to end the distraction, and then DM me your questions. I'd love to hear them, or your insight or your thoughts. Love to hear them. All right, you guys, I am almost to my house here. I'm headed off for a great weekend. If you have had a very distracted Friday, I hope that you will take the time to get your assessment, get your tools, make the last half of September distraction free. Go into Q4 totally revived and refocused with these tools under your belt to make the exit out of 2025 and the entrance into 2026, that sounds crazy to even say, a prosperous one. Have a blessed weekend.